Alright. Thank you for powering me up. Are you guys ready to continue our WCS European Qualifier? It's only 9 hours into the tournament, which means we're just getting started with 3 more best of 3s remaining tonight. There is so much left to do. To the top right hand side, our red Zerg player from Team Liquid. This is Snute. There's a hatch gas pool on both sides of the map because his opponent to the bottom left hand side is the blue Zerg Namshar. Best of 3 ZvZ. I actually think this is our first ZvZ we cast all day long. I don't know how this has happened, but apparently it has. Amazing. Amazing. Great stuff. Alright guys, just giving you an update in the chat. Thank you for joining in for a little bit of fun, keeping things interesting here for a little while. And making my downtime a little bit more enjoyable, considering we've had a little bit too much of it today. What's up, by the way, with the love in the chat and everywhere else, by the way. Thank you so much to It's Bjorn89 coming in with the Twitch Prime sub. The Doc B3 with the Twitch Prime sub. The Supply Depots United comes in with $20, $10 back to back with loads of do-do-do-do-do's. Merle coming in with the 9-month free sub as well. Time for a Twitch, baby. Merle, thank you so much for the 9 months. How are you doing? And Devil's Fire with the cheer too. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support, guys. Appreciate it. Great job. And thank you for making tonight something somewhat special. And let's see what happens. Some Zerglings getting ready into the center of the map as we get this ready to rumble. Namshar is going to be setting up, and Snute is with a few lings as well. These guys are pretty much mirroring each other so far. There's a drone here and a drone there. A couple more lings for one player compared to the other. Very similar situation though right now, as we are just going to be seeing these effects of Boxy. I just punched my cat in the face. I was so pumped up. God damn it, you weren't meant to be pumped up. Oh man. Alright, okay, so the feeling is setting up here right now, getting ready to go and getting ready to see what's going to happen. And we are going to be heading on in towards the next few stages of this. So far, obviously, pretty tame, pretty laid back. Even the chamber already for Snoot's looking towards a faster upgrade than Namshar, who hasn't really done all too much just yet. We are just going to be seeing the Queen throwing some injects down, and we are going to see another Evo chamber. I mean, obviously, they're both kind of heading towards the same sort of setup right now, right? So no real reason for this to be kind of, you know, too crazy or too different between them. Yes, the timings will be off slightly, but that's about it. That should be about all. Feelings here from Snute just going to be backing away, and you know, just going to be seeing actually Queen from Namshar a little bit exposed, but not quite exposed enough to get the kill. And so Snute just backs away from that. And again, you can see actually Snute starting a Carapace upgrade. That is interesting. He's going to go for the Roach Run, but it's going to be a Ling Roach focused style to open Carapace first. He's still going to play heavy on Lings. Otherwise, there's no reason to get Carapace instead of Missiles. So he wants both of his sets of units to benefit from it. As you do see this Roach Run on the way up. And by the way, it is a 1-0 lead now for Starbuck against Hate Me on the other side of the bracket. He's going to be seeing these Lings and a Bane coming through the center of the map. A few more Lings from Namshar off to the left-hand side. He starts at +1 missiles, a bit more of a regular way to go. Definitely, this is definitely an all-in from Snute, right? You get the Roach roaring up, you get a bunch of Roaches out, you reinforce with Zerglings, and the +1 Carapace benefits both your Roaches and your Zerglings in the idea of kind of killing your opponent before the +1 missiles finishes on his side of the map. So, definitely looking towards Snute building a ton of units here in the next few moments. Nothing but units, mostly, as we are getting set up and we are getting ready to go. Feelings moving around here for Snute, and we are going to be having the lair on the way up from Namshar. I mean, for now, he has no idea what's coming his way. He sees the Roaches now, and that is quite early to see this many Roaches. So he is really starting to figure this out here, as the Lings and Roaches are going to start moving across the map. Again, Snute from here will reinforce with only Zerglings because they move quickly. His gas can be spent on morphing in Ravagers with lower health Roaches, and we are going to be seeing these units heading down towards the bottom left-hand side. So, off and away we go. The big all-in from Snute. Namshar, 5 spines on the way up. That's how serious he is. He has to be about defending this, right? I mean, he loses this, he's 1 game down. He needs to defend. He needs to hold on, at least for +1. First Banelings are getting targeted by Snute already. Decent target fire initially. The Lings back away from the Banes. Remember, there's a +1 missile attack upgrade lead here for Snute going into this fight. And already, there's not really anything to back up these spines. Having spines is great, but losing the spines before you're actually able to get your own roaches out, that's not so great. Right now, Snute has a lot of Lings just not taking part in this fight, but now he will bring them in. Oh, he's going to go up this ramp, and now he's just gone from fighting 3 spine crawlers to another 2. Obviously, it feels as though breaking the natural ramp is more important, but I think committing on the 3rd might have been the way to go. Spine crawler going down here. More corrosive bars dropping around. Lings do get a catch, and roaches keep on dropping. I mean, the reinforcing Lings are huge from Snute, but is it enough? Army supplies are even. Snute has +1 missiles behind this, so he's transitioning away with 13 workers killed. He needed to do damage, and obviously not only 13 workers killed, but 5, we had 5, 5 kind of spines made with that. That's 500 minerals and 5 more workers. And so Snute did a lot of damage with this, and probably enough damage to justify getting into this position that we're in right now, which is where Snute is actually able to transition pretty realistically. Their lairs are similarly timed. Namshar kind of cancelled his lair to kind of get as much out as he could to defend. And we see from Snute the +1 missile attack upgrade, which is going to even out the upgrades because, I mean, Namshar can't start +2 until his lair's done, so the upgrades are going to be relatively even, but there is going to be a +1 carapace upgrade for Snute along the way, still. What's up, everyone in the chat? With all the love, guys, I'm going to give you all the real shout-outs you deserve after this game. I just want to keep on talking about the game because otherwise we're going to get a bit carried away. So we'll be doing some shout-outs between maps, but I see all the love coming through. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you had a good time doing with me. It was fun. It is fun. We do that now and again on the stream. We never quite did it like that before, but that was definitely the best do we've ever had as a channel. 100%, it has to be. Anyways, these roaches are going to be starting with the +1 missile attack upgrade. And we are just going to be seeing the +2 from Namshar. Again, he'll take like a 30-ish second lead, but that's so manageable for Snute, 30 seconds or so on +2, you can deal that. You can buy some time for 30 seconds until a fight actually happens. It's definitely possible. Roach speed on the way up here from Snute on the Roach Roaring. Obviously the same from Namshar. Again, Snute didn't start +2 yet. He did start a second Evo. So you must have the idea of going into 2-2, right? There's no way you start a second Evo and not go into 2-2. Starts the carapace, starts the attack. And so getting into this once again and getting ready to go. Couple of queens coming forwards of Snute here, and we are going to be seeing them able to throw down a couple of creep tumors and just spreading things around. Some zerglings as well here from Snute to see what's going on. A lot of lings down the top side of the map, so a bit of a run by, but the roaches are just sat here waiting. There's no way they're going to be able to jump on in here, and yeah, there's no way they're going to be able to get real damage done. Now Namshar's setting up. He is just making pure roaches off of 55 drones. Snute's the only one taking a 4th base, even though he just started it. Eyes on Namshar. He does have a drone in position. As we do see these units moving through the center of the map, a couple of Snute's overlords have to start spreading out, make sure they don't get bowed down. Don't want to get supply blocked in a scenario like this. I say that as he already is supply blocked. Now let's see if Snute can defend. He has the defensive position on his side. He has explosive reinforcements. He has a carapace upgrade for now. The +2 isn't done just yet for Namshar, so Snute doesn't have to worry about that at the moment. Maulings down to the south side. And again, roaches, ravagers from Namshar just setting up and coming through the center. Setting up and getting ready to go. Pneumatized carapace just about halfway done here. Lings are going to jump themselves on towards that hatchery. As they jump themselves on towards that hatchery, we're going to be seeing the drone getting taken down, and the roaches and ravagers continue to move along down here as well. Lings jumping in towards the main base, and pneumatized carapace on the way up in that main as well. Snute moves out into the center. Now he's getting happy to kind of fight because his own +2 and +2 is finishing soon. So he doesn't have to sit as defensively anymore, and this run by is really opening up the opportunities for him. Already 5 drones down. 7 drones down, 8 drones down. Run by is doing huge damage here. Snute, 8 workers killed. Fantastic stuff from him to get going here in this game. Number 1. Oh, now he's catching a couple of roaches as well. Okay, his upgrades aren't done, but sheer numbers are there already. Remember, when Snute comes out of this as well, he's going to have +2 carapace against no carapace, and that's his upgrade advantage to play with here. There's Namshar trying to get into position to defend, but Snute might beat him to the concave. Oh, corrosive bars coming down already. Namshar's going to try and come around 2 different angles. Snute's going to split up to try and fight this as well. We have a fight on the left. We have a fight on the right. This is what we call split side fight. I've got no idea what we call this. We call this roaches, but Snute's losing the fight. Namshar split to the right side so well, and Snute had some units not part of the fight for so long that initially this was really all about Namshar, to the point where now he'll overwhelm pushing forwards. Those Ravagers will keep on going down, and the battle for this WCS EU Challenger spot will start to tilt into Namshar's favor. You see those Ravagers continuing to drop, and now Snute suddenly down 15 army supply. What happened there? Absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Well, 13 more roaches on the way up here from Snute. As we're going to be seeing the roaches, the Ravagers, some more Ravagers on the way up, actually. Snute's moving forwards, and he is going to go for what he can, but he just doesn't have enough, and the corrosive bowels are connecting. And Namshar is going to be pushed away, but I really think he can actually turn and fight this to some extent, especially after Snute ate a couple of corrosive biles. Look at Den on the way in the meantime, by the way. Namshar's found himself the chances to get set up in towards the Hydralisk Den, in towards the Lurker Den as well. As we are just going to be seeing Snute going to get another Ravager on the way up. Couple of corrosive biles, sorry, not corrosive biles, change engines dropping down here. And again, those units all just getting themselves wrapped up or joined up here together. Groove Spines on the way in the Hydralisk Den. As we do see Pneumatized Carapace is also coming on through here. 13 roaches on the way. As well, 13 more roaches show up here. Snute is going to be having the army supply lead again. I've got to give credit where credit's due. I don't know how Snute has regained this army supply advantage. I guess because in recent times a lot of investment has gone into the upgrades of Namshar. You know, he just built Groove Spines. He invested into the Hydralisk Den, the Lurker Den, and, you know, upgrades which Snute had already had in the game. So where Snute was able to just purely build roaches to remax, Namshar's been building tech structures and upgrades, and that's why Snute's maxed out here once again. Now, in terms of quality of army, Namshar's army is about to be very good. If Lurkers get out here, Namshar's army might just be unbeatable. But if Snute can hit just before then, just as Hydras are coming out in low numbers, it's actually the perfect opportunity to take a fight, because there's not really much of an advantage that Namshar's army takes. So here we go, Snute taking the fight. A few of his units trailing behind. The corrosive biles are all over the place. Maybe there's just a little bit too much here for Namshar, or is there? Because now the Ravagers are going to be exposed. If the Ravagers get exposed, Snute will take down these units so quickly, and that might be him overwhelming. He is breaking through. He's going up the ramp. He'll back away for a moment. He'll wait to try and catch a couple of reinforcements. There's Hydra on its way down. Namshar's not going to make use of that Lurker Den or any of the other kind of upgrades he just got set up to. And Snute hit a great little timing there, but he's going to get pushed back. Still has an army supply lead. Can Namshar's tech advantage hold off that army supply lead? Can he get a couple of lurkers up enough to kind of hold off and to push something away right now? It's possible. It is definitely possible. But is it going to happen? While Roaches and Rabbits continue to come down to the south side, we do see Snute just looking to see what he wants to do here. Going over to the left, trying to find a correct way to fight this army is going to be not easy, right? You have to kind of find the right ramp where Namshar isn't at the right moment. And that's not going to be too amazingly easy for him. He splits up, but oh, it feels as though that Namshar's getting the better end of this split initially. Just having the Lurker here at all is so awesome. Although now Snute starts to get on top of the extra Lurkers that are morphing. Sacrificing the few roaches up top might have just worked out, because he wins the fight on the bottom side. The Lurker count is non-existent now. One Lurker, actually, is having to dodge away from corrosive biles rather than being part of the fight. And again, Snute breaks through the roach line, meaning the squishy Ravagers and Hydras get taken down in the back so quickly. In this fourth phase of Namshar, which came up somewhere just along the way. I mean, now it's just going to go down. 10 drones dead already, and Snute just keeps on controlling this space. What a back and forth ZvZ this was. 15 minutes of it. Great game between the two of them. Some stellar ZvZ roach play. And a really cool example of just how you can hit your timings before tech comes in for your opponent and all the rest of it. I think it's a really cool game to kind of see how you can survive certain situations and how you can get back into a game like this one. Roaches and Ravagers fighting once again. A couple of those roaches morphing in, get taken down. Corrosive biles will drop, and that's the GG. Snute takes game one, but it was not easily. This wraps up. The winner plays Stefano. Then the winner will play Petit Drogo. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We have 2 more best of 3s after this one. We're keeping the passion going here tonight on WardiTV. Hopefully you guys are as well. As we jump on into game 2. To the bottom right hand side, our red Zerg player from Team Liquid, this is Snute. Up 1-0 in this best of 3. As to the upper left hand side, our blue Zerg player is Namshar. Evil Odin, no, we don't. In terms of, I'm assuming that's, we don't wonder how we can have more energy for do-do-dos. Well, Evil Odin, I wish I was more like you. If I had the energy to just do-do-do all day long, like you, life would be better, honestly. But not all of us can be as cool as you. And that's fine. That just makes you better. Some of us need a little help along the way, you know? I was sure you were going to say meth. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe this game continues. Triple hatch here from Snute. Hatch pool hatch against the hatch gas pool. More standard of an opening from Namshar. Obviously gives a couple of bits and pieces. A little bit of a difference here. Obviously Snute has a much later link speed, but a faster third hatch. And it's hard for Namshar to actually scout this, so actually puts him into a little bit of a blind spot going into the next little stage of this. Keep an eye on how this develops over the next couple moments. What's up, Unlimited Rageworks coming in for the Twitch Prime sub. How you doing? I feel as though I've seen you as a sub before. I'm almost certain of it, so welcome back, I'm going to say. And thank you so much for the support, as always. Guys, we're only 7 subs away from 300. Yeah. That's the quote of a lifetime. I didn't let you do. You do your heart out for me. Okay, I've lost it, guys. We're 7 subs away from 300, which is just insane. We were 55 subs away from 300 when we went live today. That's actually just madness. So thank you so much for all the continued support. It's been one hell of a crazy day. As we settle up here. Queens and Lings going to go up against each other. And we are going to be seeing these initial Lings. And Namshar diving in, and he wants to see this back base, right? He's going to get that information, and he does get that information. So nicely seen there for Namshar. That's really important because now he knows what he's playing against. He knows it's probably not Ling speed, and he knows sort of what he can and can't do moving on and forwards. Wardy, are you casting any NA qualifier games after this? Asked Marine 1507. Depends. Are we feeling crazy? Do you want me to cast NA qualifier? I really don't know. It depends who else is streaming it. It depends what time we finish, I guess, maybe. How many matches are left in NA. It depends on a lot. I would tend to say no, but who knows? Maybe we just decide to go crazy because, you know, sometimes I don't like the idea of going to sleep. Who likes the idea of going to sleep? L30TM for the Twitch Prime sub as well, guys. I'll give you some proper shoutouts again when we get out of the games, but this is already getting interesting because, of course, with the gasless play, Snute's already set it up here in towards now the lair, the Rotron and Evo, but because Namshar saw this, he cancelled his Ling speed and he gets his own lair on the way. So his own lair is on the way up. And as his lair comes on up, we are going to be seeing Namshar. I mean, the +1 starts at about the same time. It's going to be pretty even between the players in terms of what they have. Snute just throws down a 4th base nice and quick. Namshar took his 3rd hatch, low ground, no issue at all. No worries, no fears at all at the moment. No fear at all at the moment. As we are going to be seeing the couple of Lings coming over here from Namshar, going to move in towards the bottom right-hand side. And +1 missiles on either side here, and the +1 carapace from Namshar. With the roach speed is obviously going to be coming along nicely. I'm surprised he doesn't have roach speed yet. Oh, he doesn't have a lair. Excuse me. So he doesn't have a lair. Ah, that's probably why he doesn't have roach speed, and that's what he's missing out on. And that's what I was meant to notice when I paid more attention to the game, because Namshar cancelled his +1 early, or his Link speed early, and he's been mining gas from earlier, he had more gas to spend initially. So you spend that gas on roach speed, on a lair, which is now roach speed, and also +1 carapace. Now still has a lot of gas in the bank. I'm very intrigued to see just how aggressive he gets here. He throws down his Spire. Well, that does make sense with this much gas in the bank. But man, it's going to be a little while till the meter's on the map, and Snute has to survive until then, and also try to stop Namshar from scouting the Spire until then as well, if possible. If possible. We are going to see a hatchery over here coming down on the gold base. So that is one of the Namshar's advantages. He's not afraid of an attack anytime soon, so he just expands towards the gold. Something that Snute can't see right from the get-go. And as he gets to see the hatchery, obviously, it's just good information. He knows where Namshar's expanded. He knows that he's going to have a gold base. He knows Namshar's advantages in this game. And when you know your opponent's advantages, you can know how to abuse them. You know how to take advantage generally. Or you know how to work against them. I feel like I'm saying the word advantage a lot. Anyways, tunneling claws. Namshar's really building everything. Burrow, tunneling claws, carapace upgrades, hydralisk dens. He's going for absolutely everything. He's going for absolutely everything. The Spire from Snute is about to finish up though, and we do see in terms of scouting, Namshar, he has seen it. If you invest into pneumatized carapace, you really need to see this Spire, right? Like, if you invest into that upgrade, you should be scouting. You should never be caught off guard, and that probably explains why we're seeing the hydralisks, right? I mean, he saw the Spire, so he prioritizes a Hydra Den instead of +2 missiles, for example, knowing that, you know, generally you're going to need to push this back, although Snute only makes a couple of mutas, and that's interesting. He actually cancels his mutas as well. He's going all out Roach Ravager with +2 and Roach speed much further along than Namshar's +2 missile attack. Oh man, maybe Snute just hits a big attack here. What a mind game this could be. Now, so we are going to be seeing these Roaches knocking their way through the first set of rocks, knocking their way through the second set of rocks. And they're going to be coming in towards the upper left-hand side of the map. Some Roaches burrow under, though, and that's painful, because that's going to be some potential counter-attack damage here from Namshar. But Namshar doesn't necessarily have an army just to defend his overall base at all. I mean, this gold base is going to go down almost instantly. Oh, he's going to get those supply blocks by killing the overlords in the eggs. That's huge. You're all going to be seeing this hatchery going down. A few drones dropping here. These Roaches and Ravagers splitting up a little bit. Now the Roaches start popping up though from Namshar, so you'll get some damage done himself. I just don't know if Namshar wins like a base tradey scenario, which is what this is heading into, as Snute pushes at the front here. A few more corrosive bars, and that's probably going to hit those Roaches, and the Roaches will be cancelled from coming out. Love it when that happens. The kind of bars and eggs is such a powerful way to play. Continue to push on up this ramp. A couple more corrosive bars. Doesn't hit too much just yet. Continue to kind of push on up here. I mean, Hydras on top of this ramp will slow Snute down and do a lot. Snute has +2 now as well. Oh my god, these Ravagers are taking a beating from Snute. So many corrosive bars, but is it enough? Reinforcements from Snute finally coming in. He's lost so many drones though, and so Namshar can definitely afford to pull in some drones of his own to clean up himself. But now Namshar's sitting in corrosive bars, and that's painful. Snute trying to pull back behind his Roaches. Some slowlings reinforce. Oh my god, this fight at the very end is going to be close. The difference is Snute has so many more Roaches coming across the map, and that's where his army supply advantage is still just standing. As we're going to be seeing these Roaches and Ravagers continue to move forwards, drones continue to pull back. I mean, a few more Roaches popping up, but Namshar's lost straight up hatcheries, whereas Snute has lost drones, but Namshar's lost the drones on top of that, trying to defend here, and now he's just not going to be able to hold on. And unfortunately, Namshar's long wait for this matchup is going to be leaving him in disappointment, because he is down 0-1, and Snute's about to take game number 2. Pushing in here, Roaches are going down, the Ravagers are going down, and this is looking as though it's it, right? I mean, a couple more attacks. Natural hatchery falling is pretty much a given that this game is over. It's not there yet. There's still a few burrowed Roaches from Namshar to make some magic happen, but he's got to do so much with those burrowed Roaches to actually make this work. And again, those few units of Namshar on the back won't be enough. GG, well played, good luck. And that is going to be so important here for